Okie dokie. So, Torvus next, mate?
Yes, the desolate bog of Torvus, formerly lush Greenland and forests, and it was sort of wrecked by the Ing's attack so that it's now just sort of a swampland. Hopefully we don't run into any ogres along the way.
Oh man, can you imagine? Has anyone made a mod for that?
I don't know. Modding GameCube games is a little on the difficult side when it comes to stuff like that. I have seen a ROM hack isn't the right word, but basically a custom map for Prime 1, where half of the map that isn't covered in water normally was covered by water, and so that all the items were in like a different order and stuff. So that was kind of cool.
Alright, down we go.
We finally get to see a new part of the Temple Grounds area. I say finally, as if we didn't see a whole bunch of new parts in the first session where we were introducing ourselves to the game.
It's fine. No need to worry about being pedantic. This is HFC, it goes without saying.
That's kind of just what we do.
Doggo down.
War wasps. There's a lore scan up there, so I want to get that before we move on.
You got it, mate. Do you think the War Wasps ever actually fought in a war, or is that like stolen valor?
I think that's just what they're called.
God bless you for taking all this on the chin. God knows I throw out the stupidest sentences at you.
Well, you get to read a whole bunch of somewhat intelligent sentences, I guess, now.
The starborn terror burnt through the heavens and struck Aether with an untold might. We all expected the world to shatter, but Aether held. There was great devastation, however. The green plains of Aegon were scorched forever, and the forest of Torvus was engulfed and racked by the sea. The skies burned for days, casting darkness over the land.
And that just wasn't your normal everyday darkness. That was definitely advanced darkness.
I would say advanced plus, really, or advanced plus plus, even.
Xehanort wishes he could have this darkness.
I sense something's going on Aether. Oh well, time to corrupt Mickey Mouse.
So we can't go that way, because we need Super Missile for that. So I'm going to ignore these wasps and just go into this dark portal that's conveniently here for just this specific purpose.
Well, I mean, if the entire planet is affected, I guess there's natural portals around, as well as the ones the space pirates have been experimenting with.
Yes. And I think it's a Super Missile to go that way, but there's not much else we can do there because of other items that are needed in order to continue. So there's a portal up there, which is going to be our way out, but we can't jump up there. By which I mean we can jump up there, but we can't, because I think they patched it out in the Wii version. You can jump on the Ing claws and make your way up to the portal early. Instead, we have to come over here and do this puzzle, and I hope I remember how to do this right. I meant to check this one out. This one isn't so bad as the other one that I wanted you to find the answer for. It's not like, just doing random things until you get it right.
Yeah, I have a string of information written down here in Discord.
So I do that side, and then I have to wait for this elevator, because you can't just fall off of there. And then we're going to have to go all the way around over here. I do think I got this right, judging by how things look right here. Because that's bringing down that barrier. This is going to bring down this barrier. And finally this one.
He can do it! He can do puzzles!
I can do puzzles, me. Now then, Tom.
Yes.
I have 5 words for you.
Yes.
Trouble with the trolley, eh?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's correct! And no, I don't like that reference. Get out of here.
On-rails shooting section in a 3D Metroid game is a little weird. Don't know how I feel about it. Fortunately, it's pretty short.
I mean, it's sort of similar to light gun gameplay, I guess.
Yeah, That's a good point.
Not to be confused with the light gun you have attached to your cannon there.
Well, that's why it's called the light beam. Which we are now going to use. Make sure I don't screw up that jump, because then I gotta take the whole path back around.
Have you done that in your practice runs? Be honest.
Not practice runs, but definitely one time in a randomizer I had to do that.
Oof.
And that's when I learned how to make that jump up from the Inkclaw, because I was like, fuck this.
Did I just see something like fly back up? What was that? Oh.
That was the Space Pirates, yeah.
I see. Just fire the black current at them.
Haven't really explained it much, aside from, just the fact that the Ing are weak to the light beam. But beings of the light realm, i.e., just normal enemies, and the Space Pirates, are weak to the dark beam.
Of course.
So just 2 normal shots from the dark beam instantly kills them.
If you ever played a Pokemon game, very easy to understand here. Fire beats grass, but fire is beaten by water and so on.
Yeah, the light beam sort of acts in a similar way as the plasma beam, in that it catches things on fire. And oddly enough, the charged dark shot actually works a lot like the ice beam, in that it freezes enemies. So, cool.
I guess darkness is sticky.
It just sort of freezes things in place, and once things are frozen, you can destroy them in the same way by shooting them with a missile, which you'll see to great effect throughout the next few parts, I believe.
Nice.
And so we have finally, if I can target the thing, made it to the elevator. Wasn't that long of a trip, I guess.
A little bit of a ways to get to Torvus here, but I guess it is pretty deep on the planet.
Yeah, well, the way to Aegon from the Great Temple we had already gone through when we were going that way, so that was just, retreading. This was all new stuff. Or these things, what did you call them? Reek bats?
Reek bats. I'm creative.
And welcome to Torvus Bog. Some kind of freaky, concerning music. Just, it's memorable, and also just kind of makes me, I don't know, a little bit scared sometimes.
It wouldn't be out of place in a Donkey Kong Country game.
Well, we have another keybearer scan here.
Let's have a look here. They came to the lagoon in the night, delivering true death blows before I could detect them. As my life faded, I sent a call to the cadre to warn them of this surprise attack. May they find my key and dispatch the Ing who killed me. Only then will my final rest be peaceful.
Now, that's actually one of the first mentions we've had of keys outside of what we needed to get into the Aegon Temple, and those are what we're going to need to access the final boss, basically, and that's what all the keybearer lores are about.
If you think back to the first Metroid Prime, there was that whole thing of, like, finding inscriptions or something similar that we needed to actually enter the end game. It's a similar thing here.
Yeah, it's very similar to the Chozo artifacts, for sure.
That's it, yeah.
And now we're moving through the water where everything looks kind of yucky and we move really slow.
Well, gotta get that gravity upgrade at some point, I guess.
Yeah, again, why couldn't we keep the gravity suit?
I don't know.
Samus even kept the gravity suit at the end of the first game. You literally have it in the ending cutscene.
Well, look, she left without packing her suitcase fully, and this is the repercussions of not being prepared.
This is what happens when you just never expect water anywhere, I guess.
Yeah, Sonic doesn't need to pack rings before he leaves home. They just manifest wherever he needs them.
So those enemies that I just kind of ignored are really annoying, which is why I ignored them. They sort of phase in and out, and you need one of the later visors to be able to track them, and it's just easier to just run by and don't worry about them.
Fair enough.
Lord forbid I forget to set this bridge up in a randomizer, because it's tough to get around here without it.
Oh, I can imagine.
Oh, more of these.
Kind of look like mini pea hats.
Yeah, they kind of do remind me of pea hats. That's probably the inspiration. Speaking of inspiration, these enemies that were almost certainly inspired by the same enemy from Prime 1, the baby she-goths.
No.
Basically the same way.
No, you're joshing. Nintendo reuse ideas never.
Uh-huh, yep.
Jesus. His ass is off.
What's really nice about the charged dark shot, weird. Oh, that's where his vulnerable spot is that it can actually spread to different enemies if they're nearby.
Okay.
I'm surprised it didn't spread between those two Grinchlers right there. That's the name of that enemy because I didn't scan them. They're Grinchlers.
The fucking grunch.
Grinchlers are behind the smash leaks.
Oh, AI, you're no grunch leak.
Yeah, I saw that one too. I think I saw it because you reposted it on Bluesky.
I'm either posting memes or retweeting memes. Yes, I know it's Bluesky. I'm not calling it a skeet.
No, I prefer retweeting as well. Reposting especially just sounds wrong.
It sounds too boring.
Reposting sounds like you're taking it and posting it as if it's your own, rather than just sharing someone else's stuff.
I'll steal a meme, but I won't be so rude as to cut off a watermark or anything.
So we needed to move the bridge around because we can't scan dash the same way in this game that we can normally back in the GameCube version, because you can actually dash over to that door without having to move the bridge. But again, they changed things. I can't get as much momentum off of my dash as like I could in the GameCube version.
I did like the effect of us seeing what was happening in the other world as the bridge turned around.
Ah, okay. So here's the Dark Pirate Commandos, which are simultaneously some of the most annoying enemies in the game, and also somehow susceptible to being frozen by the charged dark shot. Oh, that's water.
Drinks his glass of water. Yep, that's water.
It sure is. So these guys will also phase in and out of existence, much like the other enemies I mentioned. However, you just freeze them and hit them with a missile because that destroys them again in the same way as getting frozen by the ice beam. Doesn't really make that much sense to me.
I want to see pirate lore later. It's like, the dark beam freezes. How did we not notice this?
Just that one meme of the guy just slapping his forehead. Free missile expansion, I guess.
Sure, why not?
And another one right there that we can't get to yet.
Is that a power bomb thing?
No, actually, it's a grapple beam thing. Oh, that's not normal. Yeah, because we would grapple from right there. I'm amazed that I could lock onto it. I'm not supposed to be able to do that unless I have the grapple beam. And I definitely don't have the grapple beam.
You're just that based, mate.
I guess I am. And we had to do all of that just to activate this cannon to launch us up here. And we'll be able to get past that green door in just a moment. Oh, bats. Just bats everywhere.
Guys, just get a job. I don't care if you do YouTube for a living, okay? It's still a job.
Now, there is an item down there under that broken bit of decoration, but we'll have to come back this way anyway, so I'm just going to wait for that. Gee, that's a nice skiff.
My god.
Oh, I didn't freeze them. That's unfortunate. If you hit the right spot with a charge shot as they spawn, they get frozen immediately.
Pizza. I'm not just saying random things.
No, that's kind of just what it sounds like they're saying, yeah.
It's so funny if they were just hit by a stray bolt of lightning.
That's kind of what happened to us on the way in, yeah. So why did you all think this would work? Especially when you're just kind of standing there taking the bullets? Okay. Out of all of the fights in this game, that was one of them.
It sure was. Now, let Missile become Missile Plus. In fact, make it the Super Missile.
Oh, yes. I love the Super Missile.
It's so bad.
And fortunately, they made it on the Wii Remote, so it's still not annoying to, press the button and the missile at the same time, because they really could have made that really stupid with the way all the stuff's laid out.
To say that in, like, proper, grammatically correct words, it's set up correctly on the Wii Remote.
Right, yeah. Because it's like the A button to fire on the GameCube controller and then Y to shoot a missile. So it's basically the same configuration, because the D-pad is right above the A button on the Wiimote.
Haha.
Alright, I need to scan the thing. It doesn't happen automatically. Oh, me forgetting things. At least if I'm forgetting that's like the easiest thing to forget.
For sure. He's green for an amazing reason, and he's about to tell you why your favorite cartoon sucks. I am Avok, the last sentinel of this temple. Heed my words correctly, or carefully even. You heard about video games? As you can see, this temple has been crippled by the ravages of war. While the main chamber has been mostly preserved, the remainder of the temple has been flooded. You must use your abilities to venture into these flooded areas and find the keys you need to enter the Dark Temple. TM.
Yeah, basically the same thing as Aegon, just different items in different places.
The waters of Dark Aether are foul and venomous. Avoid them if you can.
Yeah, we're protected from the atmosphere, but the water still burns.
I have updated your translator module. You can access devices and doors coded with emerald holograms. Search the areas now open to you. The Ing will seek your light with great zeal. Do not underestimate them.
I'll underestimate them as much as I like.
Well, be it on your own head.
I know what I'm about.
The time for talk is over. Good hunting, and may the light of Aether guide your aim. It'll be a while before psychic powers will guide my aim, but, we deal with what we can in the meantime.
Don't get me started, man.
I still haven't played my copy yet, but that's more because there's so many other games coming out. The world warped. Amidst this turmoil, we discovered many disturbing anomalies, and spatial disturbances appeared across the land, making it hard to say words. Objects went into a state of dimensional flux, their atoms divided between Aether and somewhere else. There was little time to ponder these strange happenings, for we had to deal with the devastation of our lands.
Yeah, not everything is good for the Luminoth in these times. In fact, I would say very few things are good for the Luminoth in those times.
No, not at all.
And so now that we have the green translator module, or the emerald as they call it, because they can't just call it green, we can fall to our death and open this, which is actually an elevator that we're not going to use. Haha, fooled you.
Oh, how could you, Spar?
Yeah, like I said, we're going to come back here and get this item. Which is an energy tank. And we're going to come back this way to grab that translator door that was back here.
Very good, very good.
And now there's Grinchlers in this room because the devs hate you for some reason. And what do we have but a simple map?
This one is a map of all the Five Guys in the area.
Ooh. Five Guys is a great restaurant. They're just really, really expensive.
Well, maybe if they didn't fucking cook everything with peanuts.
They had a special going on a few days ago to celebrate the restaurant's 40th birthday. And they were giving away buy one burger, get one free. I got 2 single patty burgers and 2 sets of fries because my mom likes their fries. And it was still $27 even though one of the burgers was free.
Jesus. That said, those fries are amazing.
I like them when they're crispy. Unfortunately, our restaurant here doesn't make them crispy quite as often as I would like. On the other side of that equation, if they're softer, that makes them easier for mom to chew.
That's cool, but this equation seems to have had 3 sides. I don't know what kind of shape it is.
It's, I got nothing.
That's okay, man. Not every joke needs an ending.
Yeah, okay. I didn't even know there was 2 of these things in here, actually. I've never bothered to actually kill them.
More green.
The Ying attack.
The day came when space was torn asunder, revealing dimensional rifts to a dark place. Horrible, dark swarms streaked forth from these rifts, engulfing nearby creatures and transforming them into what we would come to call darklings. The dark creatures became our enemies, and peace came to an end on Aether.
Isn't Darklings a thing in Kingdom Hearts as well?
I want to say yes.
Yeah, I distinctly remember that. Let me see if I can refill some of my dark ammo, because I'm going to need it here in just a minute. That'll do.
Darklings are pureblood heartless from Kingdom Hearts Key.
Yes. And this is the normal version of the Pirate Commandos. Odd that we got introduced to the dark version first.
Yeah. Okay, guys, you can skateboard. Very cool. Shall we fight now?
They die exactly the same way.
Cool. Even the music didn't know how to react to that. Oh, yes.
Unfortunately, there's no way for us to advance in the light world, so to the dark world we go.
Alas, goodbye, my atoms. I knew thee well.
It's probably a good thing that Samus doesn't know the story of the ship of Theseus.
Oh, God. Well, I mean, she's like 50 different races at this point, so I think she'd be able to relate to that.
And if I weren't moving so quickly, we'd be getting introduced to a new Ing type, the Hunter Ing that's over there, but they're really annoying to fight, so it's really just easy to ignore them and move on our way. In case you haven't noticed, that's kind of the best way to deal with most enemies in this game.
For sure.
Oh boy, a convenient save station. I wonder if there's a boss coming.
I scratch on my chin.
Just imagining the clunk as Samus tries to scratch her chin. Especially with the arm cannon. So we can't do anything with this yet, because the real version of that's actually in the light world.
Oh, I think I know what's coming up.
Mm-hmm. And we also don't have the item to interact with that either.
What's with all these, like, meat tunnels we're finding here? Are these meant to be trees?
The Ing is a lot like the Bionis, I guess. I don't know. That's just kind of what's just coming to mind. Yep, there he is. Good old Boost Guardian.
Oh. How am I supposed to react to that? He didn't even say something cool before he pissed off.
Yeah, so that's one of the keys up there, but we can't get to it. And now for probably one of the most infamous boss fights in this game. A lot of people, including myself, had trouble with this one because it's done entirely in the Dark World with no light fields anywhere. And this guy's just kind of annoying.
Is this what everyone who fights Sonic feels like? Thank you for teaching me that empathy boost, Guardian.
I want you to know that I was just getting lucky by avoiding those, and that was not on purpose.
I mean, I would have believed you were pretty based.
So each of those 4 pillars around the side of the room has a 100 health healing item in it. So that's basically how you survive during this part. Unfortunately, the only thing that can destroy them is Boost Guardian itself, and I mean, if it decides to blow all of them up at the start of the fight, when you don't need them yet, you're kind of out of luck.
Yeah. Look, I like to pace things, okay? This Guardian has no manners.
So if you hit him with bombs while it's revving up, it makes it go into the puddle form quicker, which makes it a lot easier to avoid damage, actually.
Hell yes.
Oh god. Came out swinging. Alright. Another round of this. And the little Inglet, Darkling, whatever you want to call them, enemies will also drop some health pickup, so it's not like you're completely out once the little pillars are done.
This would be a lot worse if we didn't have the Dark Suit. Now that we have it, our health goes down at a much slower rate.
Oh yes, this is definitely hell with the standard Various suit, which I have had to do in randomizers. Don't recommend. I think he's gonna get stuck at 1 HP.
Oh, you...
Nope, got him.
Nice. That was a pretty smooth run overall, mate.
Ah, thank you. And there's even one of the pillars left, so I can heal up with that. In addition to all the stuff that he drops.
Now, for the gift of fast.
We do like fast. Speaking of fast,
Yes?
would you like to tell people what is going on the HellfireComms Twitch and YouTube as of the time of this video going live?
Yes. Over on Twitch and YouTube, we are running Sonicathon Free and Knuckles, which is a month-long charity event in aid of the Child's Play charity. And what they do is, it's a very good charity. We've supported it before, 100% legit. Everything we raise goes directly to them, thanks to the module we've set up. Is that they provide kids staying long-term in hospital with toys and games to help ease their stay. And if you've ever been in hospital in, like, I don't know, the last 15 years or so, you'll have probably noticed, at least if you know, you were slightly young when you went in there, that they have consoles like Wii's, hopefully not Wii U's, maybe Switches? I don't know. When I last went in a hospital to have an operation, it was when I was about 13, 14, and I was having my tonsils out, and they had an N64, so stuff like that, especially if people are staying long-term in hospital for, you know, devastating diseases like cancer and so on. It just really helps take kids' minds off it and whatnot, so please, help support our cause, and you can unlock some more games for us to stream, the more we raise.
Yes, you'll be able to find out all the info on the Twitch channel and on, I would assume, our Twitter and Bluesky accounts, because we have a specific one for the marathons that we run. And of course the HFC Discord.
And if you're listening to this outside of March 2026, this is horrifically out of date.
That's fine. It's all for the kids, who cares?
It is, it is.
So here's one of the Hunter Rings, and the annoying thing about them is they will also phase out like that. They went intangible. But if you get up close to them you can miss your shot and look horribly incompetent. But that's just how things go. Basically, if you shoot them really close, they don't have time to go intangible. I'm just bad.
Puts me in mind of the final form of Metroid Prime. What with the tentacles and whatnot.
Yeah, I believe there was also a Hunter Metroid in the first Prime game. And the Hunter Ing is not really related to that, but it's interesting that they both have, you know, similar sub-names, I guess.
Yes.